Welcome everyone to my channel, Alien Diamonds. Today I will be doing a WIP and chat. For those who don't know, WIP just stands for Work in Progress, so you can either watch me as you work on your own thing, or you can just listen in the background as you do chores or go on a drive or anything else. Today I am working on a kit from Amazon that I named Fall Bike. It is a 30 by 30 centimeter canvas with round drills, 11,224 drills, and 25 colors, and I am on section 5 of 9. This is kind of the project I've been working on in between my main Drills and Chills project, just because I'm working on that only every other day. But it's cute. I've been enjoying it. There's obviously a ton of color blocking in the background, so I've just been using my diamond painting wheel to get through that. But let me zoom in to the section I'm working on, and then we can get to talking about some diamond painting stuff and some stuff going on in my own life. I don't have a ton to talk about, so it's probably going to be a little short, but let's just get into it. Okay, so diamond painting wise, like I said, I've been working on this kit in between my main Drills and Chills canvas. I've also made a bit of progress on Apothecary Shop. I do think I'll be able to finish that one this month. It was kind of up in the air. I wasn't sure if I would be, or if it would have, if I'd end up taking a whole 4 months on it, because it's my 3rd month working on that kit. But I think I have like 16 sections left on it, so even if I just work, like, I don't even have to work on it every single day to finish it. So hopefully I'm able to get that one done, because I would like to start another Diamond Art Club kit, just because I only let myself work on one Diamond Art Club at a time, just because I don't have that many, so like I want to make them last. And they also tend to be bigger, and I don't like having multiple super large projects going simultaneously. So yeah, that one I'm hoping to finish this month, and then depending how close I am to 100, I might actually start the canvas that I want to be my 100th finish of the year, which is Castle and Mountains by Roberto Nieto. So, because I'm thinking I want to start that one when I'm around 85 to 95 completions, somewhere in that range, because I've just did my first diamond painting video. I'm at 76 right now, so if I do start a different Diamond Art Club canvas before that point, it probably would need to be one of my smaller ones. But I think the smallest one I have is Written in the Stars by Ivy Dollamore. So, though I've been considering buying one of the ones off Amazon, that's kind of more like actually what I consider small. So yeah, I just have those 3 WIPs. Oh, I guess technically I have 4 WIPs because I have my set of mini space ones that I'm working on slowly. I've only done 2 of the 14 that are in that set, and I'm not in a rush to finish those ones. Those ones are kind of just a, if I don't want to pull out a whole canvas to work on kind of project. This one's been going pretty quick. I mean, when I do a section, it's normally, like, each section is taking less than an hour. Even with me, like, being, like, doing other stuff while I'm working on it, like watching TV or whatever. The other diamond painting thing is that I mentioned last week that my mom wanted to get back into diamond painting. She's done it in the past, like, several years ago, but she ended up buying some of her own diamond paintings, and then I bought her a diamond painting and a better diamond painting pen. So she came over on Wednesday, just because she gets off early. She gets off work early. She works for a school, and their short days are Wednesdays. So she came over on Wednesday, and she got here right around the time that I was putting my kiddo in his room for his nap. So then I pulled out the diamond painting I had bought her, and she brought over the one she bought, because she only intends to diamond paint while she's over here. Like, she doesn't necessarily want to work on it by herself at home. So the few that she bought are here, and she started the one that I bought her. So I helped her, like, get it up and tape off the different sections. And she started that one. We didn't get super far, because she wanted to show me K-Pop Demon Hunters, which I had not seen yet. And she had just barely watched it, like, over the, like, Memorial weekend for the first time. And she asked if I wanted to see it, and I don't have Netflix, so she signed into her Netflix account on our TV, and we watched that while diamond painting, which, one, hard to pay attention to a movie, especially if it's like the first time you're seeing it while diamond painting. I mean, I still did it, and like I do that when watching TV shows, but it's definitely like a struggle. I mean, I knew it would be good because obviously it wouldn't be so popular if it wasn't good, but like I didn't actually know any of the storyline at all. I just knew the name. Like I literally knew nothing. My mom told me like a bit of the plot before watching it, but I like it, and I really like the music in it. And so then when my wife got home that night, I was like, do you want to watch it with me? And she was like, sure. So then I watched it again that same day with my wife, and I started trying to watch it with my kid just today, but they, at the end of the first song, they're like, the song's over, we can turn it off. And I was like, because we've been listening to the music just, so like they recognize the music, and they recognize that the song was over. And they're like, that's the end, right? And I was like, no. But we only got to maybe like 20 minutes in before my kid was completely uninterested, which, I mean, they're 3. My kid does seem to enjoy the music. I mean, hard to say with a 3-year-old, but they, anytime any of the songs come on, they dance along to it, which is very cute. But then going along with that, I obviously started getting like shorts on YouTube related to it, and now like 85 to 90% of the shorts coming through my YouTube feed are KPop Demon Hunter related, and I'm not mad about it. My wife also really likes it. She was also reluctant to watch it. She was like, I don't know, like I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know if it's my kind of thing. Which, you know, she says that about musicals a lot. She'd said that when I was trying to convince her to listen to Epic, and she said that when I was trying to convince her to listen to Hamilton back when we first started dating. And then after she listens to them, she's like, oh, this is good, actually. And I'm like, this happens every time. I think you do like musicals. You just won't admit it. So yeah, that's what we've mostly been listening to, but also a lot of Conan Gray's new album. I'm so looking forward to the concert next month. I ended up buying some very cute pajamas to wear to it, because like it's referred to as the Wishbone Pajama Show. And like Conan Gray has said in different interviews that he wants people to show up in pajamas. That's kind of just the theme for whatever reason. So I did finally find some good cheap pair of pajamas that are like thematically relevant. Like I mentioned, the album is called Wishbone. Like one of the songs is called 1111 and has like a bunch of like good luck, superstitious like references in it. So I found some pajamas that have a like a dandelion and just say make a wish. And hopefully they're at least kind of comfortable. And hopefully they're warm, because it is outside and it is going to be October. So it might be kind of cold. I totally like skipped over the other diamond painting stuff though. As far as like Diamond Art Club releases this week, I wish I had money. I wish I had money right now, because Gamer Room by Mrs. Butterdee, I want it. I wanted it so bad. And I texted her a picture of that image when they just showed it like from Instagram on Friday. And she really liked the image too. But Saturday, well, afternoon, I was like, I really want that one. And she was like, why don't you buy it? And I'm like, well, we don't really have a ton of money right now. And she was like, yeah, but we could afford the one. And I'm like, I'm sure it's already sold out. And I was like, I'll tell you what, if it's not sold out, then I'll buy it. But of course it was sold out. I probably wouldn't have said that if I thought it wouldn't be sold out. Because, like, yes, we do technically have the money for it, but not. Like, there's other stuff that we could spend the money on. Because, like, we have a wedding coming up next month that she still doesn't have a dress for, and we still don't have any clothes for my toddler to wear. Though I don't actually know if we'll actually end up going. We were planning to, but just found out today that it's like no kids, but I'm not actually sure if that applies to the reception, because we would have only gone to the reception anyway. So I don't know if that's like the wedding and the reception, or if that's just for the wedding. But because my wife doesn't have anything to wear, and like, we probably could find somebody to watch our kid for a bit, though it's on a Friday. So trying to find somebody to babysit might be hard. Depends on what time it is, which I don't know off the top of my head. Either way, the other thing that I'm so annoyed about this, because I've been having doctor's visits and I'd gotten blood work and they'd talked about putting me on a medication, and then after my blood work they'd called me and they're like, your numbers actually look okay, so we're not going to start you on that medication. And I was like, cool, because my insurance wouldn't have covered the medication, and from what I could see online, like, from what I looked up, it would have cost me like $150 for it. So when I found out that they weren't going to put me on it, I was like, okay, that gives me a little more wiggle room in my budget, because like, I'd been saving up knowing that I'd have to pay for it, but they're not going to put me on it, then it's not, then I don't have to save up for it anymore. And then just last Wednesday, so a week and a half after like they'd initially called me and said that my numbers for my blood work were fine and I didn't need it, they called me and they're like, so actually, the doctor looked at your chart again, and even though like your blood work is technically within the normal range, it is on the extremely low end of the normal range, so we still want to do you on that medication. And I was like, I called you and specifically asked about this as soon as my blood work came back. So I'm more than a little annoyed about that, but they sent the prescription over to my pharmacy, and then I get like text notifications when my meds are ready to be picked up, and with like in the text notification is the like estimate of the cost, and it was only a third of what I was expecting it to be. Like, it's still a lot of money for a single month's worth of medication, but considering I was expecting it to be 3 times that much, it's a little bit less upsetting. I hate dealing with like the phone calls and stuff related to hospital visits. I don't actually mind like doctors and doctor visits and hospitals themselves. It's just the having to call and make appointments and figure out times when things work and make sure I have my wife's car, because we only have one car, so anytime I have doctor's visit I have to make sure I can drop her after work and be able to pick her up on time. Like, I hate all the logistics of doctor's visits, even though I don't normally mind the doctors themselves. Yeah, like I said, like, there wasn't a ton going on in my life this week. I did pass my 1-year anniversary of diamond painting, which I've put up that video. That video took so long to film and edit for me. I think just because it was a lot of smaller clips that I had to like splice together. Probably just because that's not how I normally edit videos. Like, normally all my videos are a single take. So to have it split up in a lot of takes was a bit of a learning curve. But it's up now. And it's doing decently well as far as like my normal amount of views go. I also passed 250 subscribers over the weekend, which puts me a quarter of the way to 1,000, which I say this every time when I talk about subscribers. It's just wild to me. Thank you so much to everyone. It's still continuing to grow. I think I'm at 261 the last time I checked, so it's definitely going up. So I think that's literally like all that I have to talk about, really. So thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye!